Hello, today we're going to focus on the future tense. So far you've been studying and trying to memorize and get to grips with the present tense, but today we're going to focus on the future tense, okay? So let's see. So expressing the future in Spanish, okay? We have an expression to express the near future or plans, intentions, which is very similar to English, which is voy a comprar un café después de la clase. So we use the verb ir, which is irregular, as you know. Voy, vas, va, vamos, vais, van. The preposition a, and then the verb and change. And this means I'm going to do something. So I'm going to buy a coffee after class. Voy a comprar un café después de clase. If the plan is more definite, more fixed, often render in English to present continuous. We're going to the cinema at 7. In Spanish, we just use the present. Vamos al cine a las 7. Or, we're leaving after class. Salimos después de clase. Quite easy, as you can see. The present is quite versatile. But we also have a future tense, like English has, with the expression will. And in this case, it's a little different, because we're not going to remove the endings. As you can see, hablar keeps the ending, comer keeps the ending, and escribir keeps the ending. And they all have the same set of inflections, of additions, okay? So hablaré, comeré, escribiré. Hablarás, comerás, escribirás. Hablará, comerá, escribirá. Hablaremos, comeremos, escribiremos. Hablaréis, comeréis, escribiréis. Hablarán, comerán, escribirán. Very careful, we have to write the accent and say the accent, because otherwise we're actually sounding like some other tense that we won't talk about yet, okay? But just be aware that you have to make an effort to pronounce these tense clearly with the accents at the end. So once again, we do not remove the AR, ER, or IR endings, and we add this set of endings to all verbs whatsoever. Simple, huh? But, of course, we have irregular verbs. And the irregular verbs are a little bit different. So the irregular verbs are going to actually get rid of some parts of their form, or maybe they will substitute some by others. So, for example, let's try to group them to make it easier for you. There's two verbs, decir, to say, and hacer, to do or to make, which remove the E and the C, so they become dir. So we say diré, dirás, dirá, diremos, diréis, dirán. The endings are the same as the irregular ones I've shown you. Hacer, haré, harás, hará, haremos, haréis, harán. Then we have the verb haber, which loses the E. What other verb is like that? Poder loses the E. Querer loses the E. Saber loses the E. So all those verbs, 4 verbs, lose the E in the ending. So we say habrá in this case, because the verb haber, well, we use it to say there is, so there will be habrá. Okay, for now. You don't have to worry about anything else yet in this level A1, A2. Poder, to be able to, I will be able to, podré, podrás, podrá, podremos, podréis, podrán. Querer, I will want, querré, querrás, querrá, querremos, querréis, querrán. Saber, sabré, sabrás, sabrá, sabremos, sabréis, sabrán. And then we have 4 more, which we lose the E and add something, or the I, okay? Lose the vowel at the end, in the ending, and add a D. So poner, to put, pondre. Salir, saldre. Tener, tendre. Venir, vendrá. So pondré, pondrás, pondrá, pondremos, pondréis, pondrán. Saldré, saldrás, saldrá, saldremos, saldréis, saldrán. Tendré, 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 tendrás, tendrá, perdón. Tendremos, tendréis, tendrán. And vendré, vendrás, vendrá, vendremos, vendréis, vendrán. Okay? So 10 irregulars for you to memorize. Examples. Terminaré mis deberes primero y después nos veremos en la cafetería sobre las 7. Nunca sabré hablar ruso, me parece tan difícil. Juan pedirá la cuenta e irá a vernos en la puerta del cine dentro de media hora. For future reference. So there is a special use of the future tense. We're going to focus on it in second year, but for those of you who are a little bit more advanced, people that have done Livenset Spanish, for example, we use the verb in the future when sometimes we're wondering about something. So we say, ¿cuántos años tendrá la novia de Juan? No sé, tendrá unos 30 años. So I'm actually saying something like, what age do you reckon? I wonder what age Juan's girlfriend is. I don't know, she's probably around. Okay, so I'm using the future for a speculation. ¿Quién será la mujer que acaba de entrar en clase? No la conozco. ¿Será la nueva profesora? So who do you think the woman who just walked into class is? I don't know. Do you think she's the new teacher? I wonder if it's a new teacher. Okay. So let's you to try some, and we do the same thing. I read them, you stop the video, and then you check the answers. So a Marta nunca lee. We're going to conjugate gustar in the future. Careful, es gustar. Beware. Las películas de terror. Después de clase mañana, que irme corriendo porque mi autobús a las 6 en punto. El lunes que viene, en clase sobre el presente continuo en español. Si quiero aprobar el examen, sé que estudiar mucho. Okay, so stop the video now and we will check the answers. A Marta nunca le gustarán las películas de terror. And películas, okay? So remember that gustar always goes with the object in English, the terror films. Después de clase mañana, tendré que irme corriendo porque mi autobús saldrá a las 6 en punto. El lunes que viene hablaremos en clase sobre el presente continuo en español. Y si quiero aprobar el examen, sé que tendré que estudiar mucho. Okay? So where are you going to practice? As usual, you're going to go to Practice Makes Perfect, Dorothy Richmond's book in the Hardin Library. And this time you're going to the chapter 2. And in there is chapter 15, the future tense. That's where you have it to get more practice in. Thank you. See you next week.